What up, LK Mafia? It's your boy Artofkickz, and just like that, we back with another one. Alright, y'all, so I done came across this video here. It's titled Scary Off-Duty Cop Speaks on His Experience Getting Pulled Over by a Cop. So this is a black police officer getting pulled over by another police officer, and he's sharing his story, his encounter with that other officer. Now, mind you, I watched or listened to the first minute or two of this video. It's about 4 minutes long, and I stopped it because I was like, you know what, this is something that, you know, my viewers and I'm pretty sure will be interested in hearing, and as well as kind of dissecting to get an understanding of this situation and what had went down, and kind of to share. But anyway, y'all, we're about to get into this video. Y'all boys and girls ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
Boy, so check this out. I just got pulled over by the police, right? Everybody know what I do. But let me tell you something. That was the most scary encounter ever. Let me tell you why. Now you see how it feels when the sheep becomes the wolf. But it was very scary because now you got a wolf pulling over a wolf. License registration, got that. Is there a reason that you took from Marlboro Pike the Beltway to get on Allentown Road when you could have just went straight through Forestville Road?
See, like, that's, man, wow. You heard that? That police officer asked this man, was there a reason why you went the route to get to where you were going rather than going that route, a different route? Whoo, man, when he said that, that made me feel as though this was like the 1950s, 1940s. Seeing how many movies and stories I've heard about police officers just kind of harassing men in this country, black men in particular in this country, for just no good reason. I mean, this dude could take whatever route he wants to get to wherever he going, just as though you and I, you know what I'm saying? Any of us, if we got a car, we can go however we want to go to get to wherever we're going. Like, who are you to ask that question?
In my brain, I can go where the I want to go and drive where the I want to drive.
For real.
But that's not what scared me. What scared me was the second question. Do you have any knives, guns, or bombs in the trunk?
Bombs.
Listen, his whole demeanor changed. Well, he didn't let me just say yes. I said yes. Knives and guns.
Okay.
His whole demeanor changed.
I could imagine.
Backed up, put his hand on his weapon. I said I am law enforcement. I have all the credentials to show you. This man's hand stayed on his weapon. He said, well, let me see him. No, I'm not reaching. No, I'm not reaching.
It's correct. Smart man, because I would have felt the exact same way. Let's say for me, if I have a license to carry, I'll probably have a knife on me as well. If I have a license to carry a handgun on me, and I might have my handgun to my hip on my holster, and then you ask to see my credentials to see that I have proof of it, I would be extremely terrified to reach for it, as well as the fact that I would be afraid for you to reach for it for me. If I told you what pocket it was in, if I put my hand up on the vehicle, that whole entire encounter would be extremely terrifying to me. Because I don't know what type of cop you are, good or bad. You could take my gun and shoot me with it. I don't know. I hope that's not the case. But I don't know. I don't know how afraid you may be in this moment at the fact that I myself have a gun. You may not trust that I will do right by getting the documentations rather than getting the gun and pulling the trigger. You might try to get me before you think I would try to get you. I feel like all this has to do with proper training. Proper training. It's said that police officers receive very, very, very minimum training in comparison to obviously people like the military, the Marines, the Navy SEALs. Police officers should be receiving much more training than they are currently getting. So yeah, I understand where he's coming from completely. I would have felt the exact same way in that moment.
Into my pocket, turn the light on, where my gun is on my hip. I told him that. Then I said, could you please turn on your body cam? It was off. All police officers have a body cam they're supposed to wear. It's a little box. If you don't see that red light, don't you do shit.
You heard that? You heard that from an officer. From a police officer. He just told you, if the cops, and I love that Dragon Ball Z shirt. He got that Goku shirt on. Y'all know I'm a big fan. I want that shirt he got. I got to find that shirt. But this is coming from a police officer. If you encounter a cop and he does not have his body cam on, make sure he has that body cam on. Make sure he has that body cam on. That's going to protect you in the long run.
Damn. Look, still behind me. I'm nervous. Scared because a bullet don't give a shit who you are.
Nope.
You hear me? He was nervous. Then he said, what do you have in the car? I said, I have knives. Where are they? In the ceiling. See the knife? He said, where's the gun? On my hip. I got all the credentials. My wallet is in my right pocket. You can get it. No, I can't.
No.
No, sir.
Nope.
You can get it with your body cam on.
Yes. Yes.
I reached for my cell phone, which is on my desk. I put my hand up and get ready to grab my cell phone. You're not going to need that.
Damn if I
That
don't.
went really bad. Just by the wrong response, it could have went really bad. Y'all be careful out there, man.
Got to. It's crazy.
I understand what y'all feel.
Yeah. It's crazy. He said by the wrong response. If he would have responded back to that officer the wrong way, it could have went really bad. It's scary, y'all. It is really scary that so many of us feel that we need to protect ourselves, that so many of us feel that we're in fear, in grave danger, in fear of the people who are supposed to be put in position to serve and protect. We are in fear. I saw a video the other day of a little boy dribbling his basketball right outside of his home. You know, he's just shooting around at his hoop by himself. He looked like he had to be no more than 12 years old. Little light-skinned boy, little fair-skinned black boy. And he was looking down his street, and he saw a police officer coming in his direction. The boy hid behind his family vehicle. It was an SUV. He hid behind the vehicle until the cop drove all the way by. Fear. We're not supposed to fear the police. It used to be a time where we thought we could look up to them. There's a documentary that's out that I want to check out. It was I can't remember if it was like a New York police department or something, or a California police department, but they said that every member of that department of that graduating year had either been killed or in prison for wrongful doing. Every single last one of them of the same graduate year. I was like, what? The corruptness. I'm not saying they all corrupt. Some of them are just not well equipped mentally, emotionally, with how to deal with the people and the situations that they encounter.
If you don't know this, when an officer pulls you over, you have a right to demand for a lieutenant or a sergeant or somebody in charge.
Yep.
Grab your phone when they pull you over and you dial 911.
That's wow. That's ooh. Wow. Okay, I didn't. Okay, so I'm glad he said that, because I watched the video earlier this morning. He said that if you get pulled over by a police officer, you have the right to demand for a lieutenant or a sergeant or a commander, somebody in command. You also have the right to call 911 on a police officer as well. I didn't know that part, but that first part, in the video that I had watched, the man was being stopped and harassed by a police officer. He was walking outside in the park, was really minding his own business. That police officer actually ended up shooting and killing this man. But this man was out minding his business, walking around. He had his phone recording himself, and he was telling the police officer to please stop harassing him. And he even asked the police officer, he's like, I demand to speak to your lieutenant or your sergeant. And then the police officer acted as though that's not something that's possible. I'm like, wow. I did not know that.
Charge. Grab your phone when they pull you over and you dial 911. And they're coming. When they lift their phone up, how can I help you? The officer's pulling me over. I need your help. I feel scared. He is in uniform, but I just don't trust the situation. they will send them to you. They have to now.
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's definitely a message that needs to be spread more. If you feel like you're being pulled over by a police officer, you have the right to call 911 to let the operator know that you feel that you are in fear of your life. If you feel like you're in danger, I'm definitely about to be sharing that with a lot of people.
I'm a bad guy flex, man. That was a nervous situation for me. Y'all please be safe, man. Drive right, don't give them no motherfucking reason. Alright? I love y'all. I'm glad I'm driving away. God damn it. That could have went bad.
Glad for you too, brother.
I'm not going home dead. Nah. We both gonna be laying down in the street. Believe that shit. Yeah. God.
Man.
Alright, y'all be easy, yo.
Hey, I'm glad.
Pull me over because I took a longer way to get on the Beltway.
See how it's scary to think something can just escalate and go so wrong so quick. Man, I'm glad he was able to make it out of that safely for both of them, because he said, he was like, man, hell, we would have both been on that ground, boy. You mess with me. But man, wow, what's gonna have to happen in order for us to see the change that is needed so that we can stop losing our brothers and sisters of all nationalities out here in these streets? What's gonna have to happen? More lives will be saved on both ends, civilians and police officers, if these cops were better trained, better mentally and emotionally equipped, evaluated for their morals, their rights, their beliefs regularly. That's the stuff that needs to happen. But anyway, woo! Damn, that was, I'm glad we watched that. I am so glad we watched that. Y'all know what time it is. Like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, follow your boy right here on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. Till the next one.